can you tell the audience like how in depth your relationship is?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty deep actually, doesn't it?
Forever, and people don't know that.
We were in each other's weddings.
Yeah, okay. John was my best man, actually.
Best man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Austin is a very meaningful person to me.
The first time I met Austin, I was intimidated. I was like, okay, this guy's an intense presence, and he's here, and this is his realm, and I'm a subject to his castle. That's what I thought. And I was like,
was it Riverstone?
I think it was. Oh no, maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it was.
Didn't we do like a hang?
I thought it was here.
Here
with Ronnie.
Okay,
Ronnie. That's right.
I thought Austin is a great hang. I was like, this is probably one of the coolest guys I've ever met. That's what I thought. In Riverstone realm.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm a subject to you, my king, and I will do whatever needs to be done because I'm a subject and I am your servant.
As it should be. The first time you played,
please you, my king.
Yeah, the first time you played though, weren't you late?
Oh yeah,
and you, but it was like legit story. Like,
it was.
You called me and I was like, "This guy, this is BS. This is another one of Spencer's friends." And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done with Spencer now too. Like, there's no way. But tell the story.
The first time I played at Riverstone with you and John was I was in this apartment that we're not supposed to be in. I went to the garage and my freaking car key, like the tip of it broke off. Like it's gone. I cannot unlock my car.
I've literally never heard of that.
I know it sounds made up and like a lie, but that's the truth. So it's only operated by the battery powered key thing. Key fob, whatever. I was like, I'm willing to do anything to get to this gig and be a professional drummer. So I literally went back into my apartment, grabbed a hammer, and I was like, what's the window that doesn't matter the most? So I picked like that, that like tiny weird triangle window that doesn't matter in the back seat. And I freaking went. I have a video of it. I'll put it up right now.
Beating the mess out of it.
Like in my garage at like 6:30 a.m.
And let it be known, I didn't create this pressure. Like this was in Chase's head. Literally, dude calls me and he's like, "Yeah, man, I tried breaking my window." Yeah. I was like, "Whoa, dude, chill!" Like,
dude, all I did though, after like literally 8 times of freaking trying to smash, and then I tried to smash in a good window, and then I was like, "Okay, I just can't smash in a window."
Wait, so it didn't work with a hammer?
No.
You can break any windows.
What I did was I took out the key, like I undid the key fob, and I licked the battery. I licked it, and I stuck it back in, and then it unlocked, and I was like, okay. I just stuck the hammer in the car and drove to Riverside. I'll find out a clever way to say that we did 2 podcasts.
Yeah. Do like you alone in a bathroom, very dark, just crying, saying, "I'm sorry, guys. This didn't work out the first time. And we're doing it again. And here's the rest of it." And then just go into it. That was deep, man.
Dude, that was actually like a
beautiful
plus
fart. Let's come out with a plugin that's called Fartscape. And it's just farts.
Dude, I literally think it would make so much money.
That's patent pending, by the way. You can't steal the idea. You can download girl farts and boy farts. And then you can download dad farts and mom farts.
Fartscape also sounds
pregnant farts.
Oh, dude, pregnant farts. That's gross. Honestly, man, some guys
That's where I draw the line.
Some guys have like pregnancy fetishes. I literally have.
Hey, I do not.
I have some guys. Chase, you sound a little defensive there.
I don't. And you know that I shared something private with you before this.
So there's like a trust situation here.
I'm not into pregnancy stuff though.
No, but honestly, pregnant women kind of gross me out. Like on a on a different level. I'm not like, oh, like it's so beautiful.
Yeah. No, I'm not either. Maybe that. Well, John,
I think
you're the
it's
only
beautiful,
one,
but I wouldn't
you're the only
say
one
it's
that's
like
had kid.
a thing I'm into.
I mean, I would still have sex with my wife every night that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Take what you can get, man. There is, and this isn't me just saying it for the sake of saying it, there is something very beautiful about a pregnant person though, but it's not in a like, oh, I'm into that. It's like, oh, it's just like, there's something really cool about it.
Yeah, I think I get that. But maybe
You literally just said you didn't.
yeah.
You just went on about how you didn't get that.
Yeah, but there's in the past 45 seconds, there's been like an evolution of thought.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. Do you want to know what a joke I had when I was like in middle school or no, probably early high school, and I like told it to everyone, and I thought it was like a great joke.
Yeah, I really do.
I talked about, I'm like, why are people so into like women's bodies? It's just like a certain shape, a curve thing. Like if we're really into something, well, shouldn't it be like Transformers or something? Like they're just so like strong and like the shapes are like that. And I would always tell that joke, and it never got a laugh.
You mean like shaped like men?
That's what I was.
You know, when I
had
started
that-
saying it,
I had that same thought. I was like, it kind of sounds.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you're describing males.
Yeah.
I might be. I
We're
don't know.
not saying that you are, or that you had the perspective of.
All
Why
I'm
aren't-
saying
why
is
aren't we looking
I'm
at men?
the only person in this room that can physically prove that I've had sex. None of you have kids.
Okay.
As far as I know, you could all
Me
be
and
lying.
Noah, we're both like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
You're
Yeah.
right. No, you're right, dude.
I'm the only one who has evidence.
John gets laid and it's indisputable.
It is indisputable.
Or John got laid at one time.
I'm trying to prove you wrong.
all I
though.
need.
Have you gotten a DNA test?
It turns out
Yeah,
That would be the
That is
proof.
the
I'll get a
ultimate
DNA test. I'll get a DNA. And Alyssa's just sweating listening to this. Like, please don't. No, he looks like me. Okay, is that not enough evidence?
No.
You don't think he looks like me?
You guys have the same birthday though. You did share
We
that.
do have the same birthday.
So
and that is
That's
fact that
proof.
when you have a kid, they have the same birthday
Yeah.
as you.
Yeah.
if it's your son, anyone or daughter, anyone who doesn't have a kid that doesn't have the same birthday as you, it's questionable.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that means
yeah.
that the person who is the father, that's their birthday.
Yeah. So you just have to look up. I'm trying to think of a situation to where I can prove that I have had. What were we talking about? Sexual relations
Yeah, that's what we're talking
with
about.
a woman
With a woman.
I mean, like
without impregnating her. You know,
There's
what
no
I'm saying?
proof unless there's
it's like a sex tape.
undoctored video.
that's it.
Undoctored
That's it.
video evidence.
Undoctored. Like you show us a tape and we're like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
That's, not.
fake.
That's
And we got
CGI.
an analyst up there just going like, no, this seems legit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only other way,
Yeah.
or else one of us has to be there.
That's another way.
I'm just trying to think logically here.
I know. Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to show you guys that I have had sex and that I'm cool. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that.
Yeah. And my argument is that the only way you can is by having a kid to prove that you're cool.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
I'm a born again virgin. So
Yeah. Yeah.
his mercies are new every morning. So I wake up every day
A virgin?
a born again virgin.
That's cool.
Do you guys, I mean, we're all married here except for Noah.
Noah.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
man.
So it's a very foreign conversation. Mr. Biblical name, John, not the Baptist.
Not the Baptist, the disciple. That's what my mom says.
Mr. Revelation. What was I talking about?
You were talking about
Sex.
and you were
What did I open
excluding Noah, but including us.
Right.
Oh, you said that you're a virgin every day.
Oh, yeah.
Born again blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You forgot.
No. I remember now.
Okay.
So, when you guys got married
Yeah.
and had like sex and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
was there
on.
ever a time where it like got really passionate and crazy and you felt kind of guilty afterwards, but you didn't know why? Like,
It's a good question.
I think just like the smell kind of made me feel.
Noah just pulled up the videos, and Noah's suggesting.
Sorry,
maybe
no,
we
I
change
wasn't.
topics.
I forgot you could see what I do.
Noah, I
forgot you censor me.
Noah, I think you're spot on though, because I don't think that I'm gonna put in sex smells.
Yeah, probably not. Not for me.
It should.
What a
Would you?
bummer.
Okay,
Yeah.
Austin. Though, for real, if I were editing this podcast, do you want me to put in the sex smells or no? Would you be cool with that? Because I can.
No, let's just leave it here on the record. Sometimes I make love and I'm married,
So it's okay.
and I feel maybe guilty after if it's a really passionate one. But His mercies are new every morning, and I'm a born again virgin. On the record,
I think that
that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
there you go.
So off the record, then, how many times has your wife slept with a virgin?
Oh gosh.
Whoa!
Well,
She's like a
If it's every morning,
Noah, that was a. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
plot twist. She's only into to virgins.
No, because when you asked that question,
it
I
has
was
to be
like,
every day.
No, she just like in that constant. She's in that constant honeymoon mode, and she's like, I don't ever want to go out of the honeymoon phase. So,
You know, there's been like a Christian couple at one point where like one of them felt convicted about sex and felt like it was wrong.
oh,
And they made
dude,
it a thing.
yeah.
those people who wait till
billion
their wedding day to kiss.
and they're like,
Well, not just like of course,
going
like
from no physical contact all the way up in like 8 hours, I feel like could be overwhelming.
oh my god.
I'm even talking about people that like in their marriage, they're like, I don't think we should be doing this. That emotion is so strong.
That's when it gets like not good.
Well, yeah,
that
of
doesn't
course.
seem healthy.
You know what's funny?
It's definitely not.
Is one of the ancient prayers that we pray is by Saint Jerome, pretty popular early church father guy. He basically asserted that if you had sex with your wife that was too passionate, it was basically a form of adultery.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Was like one of the first people who like really like got super like purity culture.
I'd love to see the logic behind that one.
I mean, he probably wasn't married, so
Yeah. He's probably a loser incel, right?
Yeah, loser incel. I think Paul was kind of a loser incel too.
Yeah.
in the cell, he was in the cell quite
He was.
often.
That's true. Bringing it back.
True. Noah, when you asked that question about his wife only liking virgins, that was the first time I was like, Noah, what are you? I was like, that is,
Whoa, man.
I was like, hey, Noah, let's reel it back a little bit. Yeah, that's the.
Nice.
I was scared.
I can't speak on my wife's behalf, but
It's in the Bible too.
you're right.
Sorry.
I am now speaking as my wife.
Your wife is speaking through you.
Hang on, I'm summoning my wife. Have we officially started this
We
yet?
are. We're definitely.
Is there
starting.
like a start, like a beginning?
No, so there usually is, but I felt like this podcast, the vibe felt good just naturally just kind of starting.
Because if you like say we're officially starting, I might turn into a different person.
I
Like
know. Well, that's the thing is,
I might perform.
I know.
Can you guys hear me well? Like I feel like
Yeah.
I'm having
Yeah.
to.
No, it's fine.
My chiropractor's told me like to stop doing this.
Oh, dude, you're telling me.
You have multiple chiropractors?
Did I say chiropractors?
Yeah.
To be honest though, the first chiropractor I went to, it was really weird. It was like an interim chiropractor, but he came in the room and I was like, "Oh, are you Dr. Willis?" And he was like, "I'm not." And then just kept on going on. And then later on, he like mentioned, they're not able to be here today. Honestly, if he just wandered in off of the street, and because he had his shirt tucked in, I would have let him touch me. Like,
I mean, you can't argue with that.
I'm a doctor, and I'm like, well, your shirt is tucked in, so
You're pretty professional.
crack away.
Yeah. I will say that I need to go to a doctor.
For back stuff.
Oh, well, dude, like I saw some dude walking down the streets of Atlanta today, and he was like this. Like it looked like somebody took his head and dropped it a foot below his shoulders.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry.
And I was like, that's going to be me. That is me, essentially.
Dude, I mean, honestly,
I got
like,
a freaking rooster neck.
When I looked at the
That's what they want you to
X-rays,
think.
they were pretty messed up. Like you could see, you know, they weren't like BSing me. Like I could see it. I'm like, that's not normal. Cause I've just been doing music for so many years that like one hip's kind of higher than the other, and it makes sense because of how I stand when I play guitar.
Yeah.
They gave me this spiel of all the things I needed to do differently. When you text, make sure you're texting like this. I'm like, that's what old people look like when they text.
They're just
like,
making stuff up to justify
John,
the $85.
John, they're not.
They're asking for the $85 and they're like, don't tell your insurance.
It's
Please don't.
It's $35 every time I go. And so I asked them, because I have a pinched nerve. It's really bad. And I was like, you know, how are you guys going to fix this? And then when I finally met the real doctor, the same response. It was, we're gonna adjust you. And they said, just come twice a week for the next 6 weeks, and then go to once a week, and then go consistently every other week. And I was like, and that's going to fix my pinched nerve? And they're like, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I'll comment on this video a couple months from now and let y'all know.
Please. John, I think that's a real thing though. Like
What?
the rooster, dude, Noah, I know that you typed that in, but can you also type in rooster neck?
Okay.
I'm not saying back problems aren't real.
Human rooster neck. And tell me that
Snap, crackle, pop.
and tell me,
That's what that video says.
oh wait,
Dude,
doesn't
no.
cervical
Okay,
dislocation.
here's
can you type it in Google and show me an image? Okay, let's see real quick.
There's actual roosters.
Yeah, literal roosters.
Is this what you're
That's
talking
not, that's not good. Let's keep going.
There's a lot of
Lot of
roosters.
roosters.
A lot of roosters.
Maybe that's the wrong search.
Wait, you did put you did put human
I
rooster.
did.
I love how
I
you're committing to
specified.
it and just keep going down, and there's just more roosters.
John, no, I'm sorry. That was a bad search.
No, it's all right.
Anyways, it's a thing. Okay.
Okay.
Our generation is. This is
Hey,
us,
and
and
I'll-
I'm one of them.
This is my argument. Our generation probably has the most of that. And when in time is the most chiropractors? Right now. There's a surge in chiropractic
Okay.
from I'm just making this up. I was just going to make up a number. I don't actually know. But
Let's
it's
make
more
it up.
common now than it ever has been. And there's more people with back problems now.
Hey,
Can't ignore that.
Just like treatment for anxiety, there's more medication and treatment than in the past 30 years than ever before, and more anxiety than ever before. So
I'll say chiropractors are causing back pain. Doctors are causing anxiety, and Coldplay caused 9/11. John, am I right? That's what you said. That was a quote by you.
No, that's not what I said. I said, don't you think that there could be some sort of connection? I'm not saying there is a connection. I'm just saying you can't argue that there's not a connection.
I mean, they have a pretty global impact,
They do.
and like Chris Martin's lyrics are ambiguous enough
Yeah.
that he could have been, I don't know, saying some things.
If it could relate to my life, it could relate to anybody's personal struggles. And that even means jihadist struggles. I'm just saying, like, you can't ignore that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know John has not heard this song, but did you hear Noah or Coldplay's, not Noah's song?
Noah.
Sorry.
Play it.
Yeah, I got a writing credit.
Did you hear Coldplay's new song? The Coloratura?
It's not the 10-minute long one, is it?
is.
Does it
That's the
say
one.
Torah
Yeah.
in it?
Did you hear it?
Yeah. I really like
What were
it.
your thoughts?
Really like it.
I did too.
Dude, I love Coldplay. I mean, I don't love Coldplay as much as Spencer BOICE, but
Spencer does love Coldplay.
yeah, I mean, Spencer has an irrational, like,
Obsession.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not a great team to be on, Coldplay.
Team 9/11.
I mean, can't argue against it.
Play is pro 9/11.
Yeah.
Dude,
They
I don't
haven't
know.
said they're not.
John, you're right.
Actually, we
You're
should
onto
check their
something.
Instagram and see if they posted about. They're all from the UK, so I don't really think that they care about what happened. But let's see if they posted about 9/11.
Oh, they
Can you
should.
pull up their Instagram, Coldplay Instagram? Because
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
see
honestly,
this.
the only way to argue that they're not involved is if they had an official post.
Yeah. But then it makes you think, were they involved, and now they're trying to cover up their tracks.
Exactly.
Continuous
You can
chase
say
Lowe.
whatever you want, but
I don't know if you want to do that.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding. There's
Seems like
nothing I need
it's
to
an
hide.
advertisement. It's their last post. So
What about on
Not
that-
looking great.
What about
So
on 9/11?
No 9/11 post.
So what date is that?
that's
is
even
12
more
hours ago.
incriminating.
I gotta pee. Have we officially started? Coming to you live from
Saturday night.
It's friends in low places. Oh wow, that was good.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that was good. Hey, you guys want to take a pee break while this is going? Nope.
yeah. Is this the time to leave?
John,
I got the kick drum out.
there are people that live below us.
That live.
Well, then I would call them friends in low places because they're below us.
Noah shook his head at that joke.
You know what,
He didn't
Noah?
like
You
that.
know what?
Man.
John, you literally sounded like your future self when you did that.
I was going to do it, but there's friends in low places downstairs, and I don't
And
want
you're
them
freaking
to.
kicking a kick drum. when
Why
they're
is this
trying to
now
sleep.
not cooperating?
John, just go pee.
I have to so bad.
I gotta pee too.
Okay, let's all go pee.
All right, I'm ready to have this podcast.
Hey, let's do it.
Sorry,
I'm thinking
I'm
about
into it
having
now.
John. No, It's okay.
Chase, take the reins. Take us
I
where
will.
you must.
And Austin, I feel like you're putting pressure on me right now that I'm not taking control of this podcast.
no, I'm sorry.
And I'm gonna let you know that there's a thing to where I have reins over everything that's happening right now. Mm-hmm. I'm just loosening them up a little bit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's good.
I will tighten them up whenever I need to.
I feel the tightening.
No strings on me.
Do you know what I'm saying, John?
I do.
John, you know that I have my hands on both of the reins.
You got your little greasy fingers in all of this. You're controlling it all.
Hey guys, 100 subscribers. We get the nipples waxed. You know what it is. 11 away, right, John?
11 away.
Oh, shoot.
11 away from the nipples. Pandora people, how we doing, huh?
How's my Russian comrades doing?
John, did Russia hit you up or what?
Oh, they did, but the price wasn't good enough. So,
You turned them down?
for now, just come back with me with something and I
It's
will
not-
absolutely do some collusion with you.
So it's not a hard no.
Not a hard no.
But if the price is right.
Price is right. I'll do anything. Russia. Keep that in mind.
Who do we got in the room today? John, the Russian. Yeah. Well, let's just go with that. You are the Russian spy.
I am.
You're misogynistic. You're a misogynistic male, human, and you sympathize with the Nazis. We've talked about the Nazis a lot. Your last name is German.
Yeah.
You think Adidas is okay.
Okay. If I sympathize with Nazis, then Coldplay sympathizes with jihad.
All right, let's just leave it at that.
All right.
I want to apologize, John, for glossing over your click review.
That was mean.
This 2 episodes ago now. Mm-hmm. You really went into depth about it, and you shared your heart, and I really glossed over it. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to apologize.
It was a genuine life-defining moment for me watching Click.
Has
for
it-
the
has
fourth
that
time in my
sustained,
life.
or-
It has 100%.
Yeah, I've been around him a lot since like weeks ago, and it's come up casually quite a lot.
Do you feel like
I
he's,
mention it a lot.
do you feel like he's changed?
Just in conversation when he's like, "Hey guys, remember that movie Click? We were on a retreat and we were playing stars in the pool."
He brought it up at the retreat.
No. He was super savage because he knows he's been talking about Click a lot. So then he picked a movie and described it as if it was Click. And
Yes.
Spencer and I swam across the pool as fast as we
Yes.
could, and we got there. And he
Stars
was-
is the game where when you're in a pool and you say an acronym of a movie, and then if you know it, you have to swim and get there first.
So
to tell
John
them the
basically
name.
was just like, C, because that's
C.
the only. That's it. And we went freaking Michael Phelps on that ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You guys were dead wrong.
And then he was like, nope. But then later on, he did Click.
I did Click. And then when they were swimming towards me, I jumped out of the pool and hid. So they couldn't
He
catch
hid in
me.
the hot tub.
I did. I hid in the hot tub.
Anyways,
I'm a stinker.
John's been on that click vibe. So
But it's here to stay.
Adam Sandler, greatest actor of our generation.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before, but your point about gemstones, because I was trashing Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I was like, he's not going to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
And then you brought up gemstones.
Yeah, I mean, is that what it's called? Gemstones?
Uncut gems.
Gemstones?
Uncut gems.
Honestly, though, like, I feel like that movie, it was something weird. Like, I just feel, I don't know if it was a great performance by Adam Sandler, but I just feel like he... What are you doing?
I was really caressing the stand.
Whoa.
I think you like Adam Sandler more than you know, man.
Gosh.
I literally didn't know I was doing that. I was just
Like, the subconscious,
Adam
you
Sandler.
left-handed.
Some great technique.
Anyways.
I am left-handed with certain things. I'll say that.
Okay, cool. So with Adam Sandler, what were we talking about?
How he deserves an Oscar.
Okay,
for
so his
Uncut
performance I think was really solid, but I just feel like that role really like fit who Adam Sandler would be in like an alternate universe. Like that dude gave me legit crippling anxiety the whole movie, and it was just so believable. So
It was. That whole movie felt like he was just trying to keep his head above water because he was just like this sleazy hustler business guy that was just making deals.
it really emulated a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
Like an Enneagram 7 at their worst. So
That it produces anxiety in the same way that, you know, some of the best dramas produce like sorrow or joyful sorrow.
Yeah.
anyways, are you done with your intro? Like,
Adam
are you
Sandler, we love you. Noah, we have Noah in the room.
biblical name?
I can't remember if we've introduced him.
Sorry.
Have we introduced?
I thought it was going to be way better timing.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry,
Have we
Noah.
introduced? John's getting a hang of the soundboard.
Yeah.
I let him have controls today. We'll see how he does. I honestly, I might
know.
take it away from him.
That's an
in the
iPad.
middle of the podcast.
You know, I already think you should take it away from me.
John, I'm gonna give you one more chance. If you
This is my last resort.
honestly, you're done because that video wasn't even played yet. So nobody knows the context of what that is.
Wait, no, you just played it. You just posted about it on Instagram.
No, that was John's future. That was the let the
bodies hit the floor, drowning pool. It's hard to get. They all kind of just get.
Oh,
lost
you're
in the
right. You're
mix.
right. That's a different video. Okay.
John, you're done, bro.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry
get
you put something on the
one-
soundboard that's not been played yet.
Okay, can we just stop calling it a soundboard? It's an iPad.
You're right, Austin.
Hey, welcome,
John,
Noah.
you're definitely
I'm
done. You're definitely
I'm
done.
I'm sorry, guys. It said "come on," so I
You're
thought
so
like it was
done.
going to relate. It didn't.
You're
This
so
signal's
done.
not peaking on the pre, is it? I'm just seeing that go to red a lot.
Yeah, that's our mix.
Yeah, I'm just making. Oh, that's our output.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
Our output is
I know
definitely
sound, guys.
peaking.
Austin's
You-
a sound wizard, but who is more of a sound wizard?
Noah. Welcome,
Wow,
Noah.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I
The
appreciate
Wizard
that.
of Sound, Noah. Noah, real quick, do you have anything you would like to tell me?
Do I?
I think you do.
It's a trap.
God, you're
it's a
sounding
trap.
pretty guilty right now.
Chase, this is why I stayed single. I don't
Yeah,
deal with
Noah's
this
the
well.
only not married guy in the room. So
Noah, you know what you need to tell me. You haven't told me this at all, but I heard it from somebody, and I was like, oh. I was like, good for Noah. Huh. He hasn't even told me that. Weird.
I'm sweating right now.
I am too. It's something good.
Everybody be quiet. Just let Noah let Noah figure it out.
Chase, why? Why are you doing this to me?
You know what it is, Noah.
I feel like I'm literally sitting in an OJ Simpson trial. Like,
I'm putting Noah on the spot right now, and I'm not wavering.
You heard it from someone else.
Yep.
It had to be Joel then.
Nope.
Olstein?
Really?
Joel Osteen said nothing.
Haven't talked to Joel
said,
Osteen about me?
is my Bible.
I don't know.
And Noah. This is what Joel Osteen told me.
Joel Olstein sounds like a gay Southern man.
Joel
Let's not
Joel
joke.
Osteen said Noah is he got a gig with Mac Powell, and he's gonna be doing 3 songs and videoing for him.
Stop it.
Did I I don't know about this.
You don't know about this?
He's being
Okay, Joel
Seth.
Osteen didn't say that. Seth Rice said
Seth
that.
Rice.
Seth, this is funny then.
Is this confirmed?
Joel Osteen and Seth sound similar.
It's
except-
not.
This is not confirmed.
Except Seth sounds a little. Seth sounds
a little more grit.
Seth's a little more.
Okay.
Seth's a lot more masculine because I know Seth's gonna watch this. I want to say Seth has a strong Southern drawl,
Yeah.
and he doesn't actually sound like Joel Osteen. I retract that statement, but he has a Southern drawl.
With that being said, we love you.
Seth, we do love you. Seth's a phenomenal musician.
Noah, address yourself.
Here's what happened. So he did reach out to me.
Okay.
Seth did.
Okay.
And he made sure to keep this mystery employer anonymous to me.
Yeah.
So I didn't know until
You
right
mean-
now that it was Mac Powell.
You mean
You didn't know?
no.
Is it Jay-Z?
He said, here's what happened.
What
He
was the
said,
last
Seth.
text that happened?
I don't know. I could look.
Seth.
But
Let's read the I want to read the text thread. Let's see.
Seth?
good Lord. It was after.
Is this too private, Noah?
No, it's
I don't
fine.
think
Who
Seth
cares?
would mind either.
It's gonna be really cringy though. Like if this doesn't happen.
Yeah, you might have to just edit all of this out because
No, I want to use this though.
But if
Seth
we find
Rice,
out
okay.
that someone else got the gig, we need to call them out, or y'all need to call them out.
yeah.
all right. He said, "Yo, dude, quick question. What would you charge for a video similar to the one that you did for Chase in his last video?" So you got me this gig.
Okay.
Wow.
And this is the whole point why I bring this up.
You wanted me to say thank you?
I'm not saying that out loud.
Weasel.
I'm not saying that out loud.
Hey, that video did look good, dude.
Thanks. It was the one with the lights down.
Dude,
Straight down.
honestly,
that was he's talking about the stay one, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stay was phenomenal. Also, the one with the bass girl.
Also,
Yeah.
What's that name?
Agreed.
Superhero name? Bass girl?
Emily Perry,
Bass woman. I'm sorry, Emily.
Ace girl.
I'm sorry. You're a woman.
also the one with a guy in the Venom T-shirt. That's probably
I
what got
kind
him.
of processed that. Yeah, that one was phenomenal.
Noah, all I'm saying is
He
I
wants
just want
10%.
No. I'm just giving you a chance to speak. I'm not saying anything that you should tell me specifically in a thankful way. Nothing. I'm not insinuating anything. I just wanted to give you maybe 10 to 20 seconds to say something.
Gotcha. Seth, thank you so much. Where are we starting from?
Anybody else?
'Cause I don't,
Nobody else.
If Noah does not land this gig, it's gonna be
Mac, I'm excited. Do you know Chris Daughtry by chance?
I bet you Mac House does know.
he
Chris
probably
If you
does.
don't, me and Noah are out.
Yeah, I walk.
John, you're in on this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he walks if they're. I'm his agent now.
He's my
Okay. Okay.
he's
He
my
walks.
agent. Yeah, he's my agent.
John, you would be a kind of a quirky agent.
I would
but
be a
you'd
funny
good.
agent.
He
Yeah.
doesn't get a cut of the money. His cut is he gets to meet Chris Daughtry
Yeah,
at some point.
that's my whole point of my career. is
Yeah.
when I meet Chris Daughtry, I'm out of the industry.
John
I'm
manages.
done.
He's an agent for like 10 artists, just on the off chance that they maybe do a collab with Chris Daughtry.
And then if I become Daughtry's agent,
There you go.
then I would just like ask him to hang out and be like, hey man, like let's just kind of keep this professional. I'm like, yeah, this is just how I like to do things. Like just, we like to hang out, have a couple beers, like watch some funny movies.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Click?
Wow.
Oh, man.
Anyways,
imagine watching Click with Chris Daughtry. Would
Oh
you?
my gosh, dude.
Wait,
I
how
can't
did-
imagine that because I can't let the rest of my life be down from that because that's the top.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Tippy top right there. That's for sure.
Anyways,
That's like
Chase. Thank you, man. Sorry.
Sorry, no, it's fine.
Thank
Oh,
you.
no,
I do.
thank you
I
so
appreciate
much.
the
Wow.
opportunity. I'm
No,
talking.
no.
I'm talking. Can you give me a
I'm
chance
so sorry.
here?
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate the deal we've come to.
Me too. Wow, Noah. Thank you so much for that coming out of a
Unprompted, yeah.
unprompted.
I don't know. I just felt like I
You
needed
didn't
to
feel
get off my
pressured at
chest.
all to
Yeah.
say that. That was very sweet. Anyways, we have Noah in the room. Thank you so much for being here.
No, welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Noah, we
There's a
love you.
button
Your
for that.
work is appreciated and will never be as good, even if you do any other gig ever.
Yeah, I saved this the special
best,
sauce for you.
Your best
Don't
work
worry.
is going to be with
It's
me.
all downhill from here, Noah.
It's not, I wasn't trying to play that. I was trying to play applause.
No. Don't boo Noah.
I know. I'm
John,
trying to stop
what did I
it.
do?
It won't let me play. Okay.
All right, Noah. You
I was trying to play
get a
applause.
giant diarrhea.
Thank
note.
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry.
My guest today. He sent me a nude 2 months ago because I was curious what he looked like with his shirt off. Sorry, I lost my train. Oh, I have the photo ready if you guys want to see it. Do you consent to that, Austin, or no?
What was I doing in it?
I cropped some stuff out. That does sound bad.
Just let your imagination.
There it is. Noah's got it. Noah, you're good.
You look really good in
John,
there.
tell me what you think. Honestly.
That looks like an
Unbiased.
Aquaman-esque
John,
type of
unbiased.
picture.
That really does though.
Dude, that's Photoshop.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks incredible.
It does. Okay, here we go. This man that sent me a half nude photo is a pastor. Believe it or not. He's an artist, a producer, a digital marketer, and an entrepreneur. Do you think that you could ever see yourself like getting into the motivational speaker route? Because
Yeah,
like,
if I become an atheist.
like when you go entrepreneur, you're one step away from going motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Well, Austin's very manipulative, so it works.
Dude, you could definitely be a motivational, like 100%.
Or cult.
Or a cult leader.
It goes pastor, motivational speaker, cult leader. That's the hierarchy.
Either way, I'm rich.
Okay. His new single "Creation" is out now. Sorry. His new single "New Creation" is out now anywhere, and his debut. Oh my God. His debut album. His debut album is releasing soon. I'll ask him when it comes out. If you spend more than 15 minutes with him, dude, I don't have your joke written in here.
Oh no, it didn't
John,
work.
I don't have your. Wait. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull up John's joke.
All right.
I gotta. So I'll ad lib, or I'll have to add in the music for the second part. But imagine the music's behind it. Sorry. If you spend more.
No, it's before that.
Okay.
You have it in there? It's after the new creation part.
Got it. Okay. He definitely. Imagine the music though. He definitely needs to be a new creation because he's a foster kid with many mistakes and cool skate tricks. If you spend more than 15 minutes with him, it's painfully obvious that he's an 8 on the Enneagram. It's Austin Ludwig.
I do want to start off by saying that I'm really insecure about these Apple headphones.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that if I showed up at Joe Rogan's podcast that I would be asked to provide my own headphones. And these just happen to be in my book bag. And it saved the day because there's no other headphones here.
You think I'm Joe Rogan, huh?
I like that that's what you got out
It
of
kind
him
of sounds
saying
like
that.
What I'm getting at.
It does kind of sound like a compliment, though. in a
Dude,
way.
honestly, I
I don't
think
think it does at all.
I'm gonna spin it as a compliment.
honestly,
Thank you, Austin. That
You're
was
like
very
Joe, you're like the Joe Rogan of Pandora. Like, like what Joe Rogan is to Spotify, you are
yeah.
you're gonna sign an
Yeah.
exclusive deal with Pandora.
Dude, I am okay with that. I'll sell my soul to Pandora.
Dude,
For $50.
I don't know how much it costs to get Russian subtitles on YouTube, but you should invest in that because,
We could blow up in Russia, I think.
dude, honestly, a lot of things blow up in Russia,
Really?
like humans.
Cars.
You?
That's true.
Chernobyl. Was that in Russia?
Yeah, Ukraine.
I think the Soviet
Ukraine, I
Union
think.
at the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was the Soviet Union.
Something blew up in there. Noah, if you could play that opening video, that'd be great. Everybody, take a quick. Oh, wait, hey, Noah, can you pause it, please? I'm so sorry.
Give me a little preface.
Yeah, Austin, did you know that Bill Gates predicted that spam emails would not be a thing in 2000?
The prophet Bill Johnson?
Not the prophet, but the prophet Bill Gates. Be. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Okay, Noah, go ahead.
He was wrong.
Bill Gates was wrong when he predicted the end of spam mail in 2006. Bill Gates was born in Seattle where the crime rate is growing, so he went to Africa. And he bought the land, yeah, he bought a whole crap ton of land. Why?
Okay.
That guy looks...
That's when I was going to play the Friends in Low Places theme song.
play it.
It's locked now.
That's fine. Okay.
Wait. I don't know what happens after that.
That was good. Let's address this video real quick.
I just love the leap from him predicting spam to moving out of Seattle and buying land in Africa.
You're right. I didn't get that connection. He's talking about two very separate things.
Yeah.
Land is expensive though in Seattle, so I get it.
I get it. Yeah, it's the only logical thing to do is move out and go to Africa.
We're sure he's talking about email though, and not like canned meat.
Spam. Have you guys ever had spam?
That's true.
Do you guys like spam?
Dude, I was pretty poor growing up, so that's a yes.
You had spam.
Yeah.
Man, I had spam too, but my parents were not poor, which means they just didn't like me that much.
And that's more abusive.
Dude, spam is good. Spam is really good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is
you,
it-
you
is it
slice
like
it
that
up thin,
very,
you fry
very
it.
salty.
Yeah, you got to slice it up thin and fry it up in the pan.
Did you ever eat the Vienna sausages?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And the
Oh,
weird
yeah.
gelatin?
We would have that. We would have that on
Weird.
Christmas. Literally every Christmas.
What?
We have the Vienna sausages, and my mom would make a little sauce, and we have the little sausages in the sauce.
And then your
that's
dad
not-
would drink a whole handle and then just disappear.
My dad would drink 8 margaritas and watch golf.
Your dad does love margaritas.
No, he would drink 8 margaritas, watch golf, and then he would tell us, golf is on. It's like, Dad, it's 10 p.m. on Christmas night. And then he's like, no, golf is on. And we're like, okay, we'll watch it with you. And it's just like a rerun from 99 or something.
Yeah.
My dad told me golf was on when I was 14, and I haven't seen him since.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's good.
Just kidding. I saw him when I was 19, and we got into a physical altercation.
Did you really?
2, actually, twice, back to back. Yeah, 2 years in a row.
Wow.
Yeah. So
A physical. So what? Can you explain the physical altercation?
yeah, I can. So
like-
he drank a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what the argument ensued into, but basically like I hadn't seen him in a really long time, literally since I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And
Austin, real quick, can you like back up to when like your childhood as far as like your dad goes before you explain the fact that you beat up your dad? I think people would want to know, and I want to know too, though.
yeah. So
You can just give a summary.
So I'm just kidding. Okay. So I was a foster kid. So let's just get the elephant out of the room.
Yeah.
If I'm like seeping insecurity
You're
right
giving
now.
off big foster vibes right now.
Yeah. Destiny's foster child. So, do you guys remember that show, Foster Home for Imaginary
Oh,
Friends,
yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
it's
yeah.
called?
Oh my god!
Is that what it was called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Foster's Home for Imaginary
Yeah,
Friends.
that
I've not
really
thought about
offended
that.
me.
Did it really?
Yeah. Because I literally watched that show while sitting in a foster home.
Wow, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. That's
And
what
I was
that's
like-
about. I just thought
and
it was,
I was
like a
like-
fun show. Jeez.
Anyways,
Oh, that's really sad.
and I didn't have friends, imaginary or real. Just kidding. This is not my. But I was a foster kid. Jokes aside, my dad, honestly, like pretty solid guy, minus all the like drug abuse and child abuse and abuse in general.
Yeah.
So, you know, oh gosh, that's so mean. He actually was a cool dude, but
I'm
he
sure
just
he
had
was.
issues with substances.
People go through things. Yeah.
So I became a foster kid after like super, like grew up in crazy home, poverty, all of it, like caseworkers from DFACS since I was like a young lad, walked through like 3 divorces, parents divorced, both got remarried, divorced again, just crazy, like a movie, crazy stories.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad, especially like my teenage years with my dad and all of the above, in and out of jail, all of that, really rough. So
Your dad was in and out of jail?
yeah. So, but long story short, because of how bad it got, like ended up in foster care when I was 14. And honestly, to be honest, it should have happened way sooner because of how like messed up the situation was.
Yeah.
But we constantly like lied to DFACS about like everything. Anyways.
So you weren't in foster care as a kid at all?
No. I
At 14.
I wasn't in foster care till I was 14.
Wow.
And so then I was in like a boys home for a minute, and then like state custody home, and then eventually got like people who knew us at our church who were with a private organization through Chick-fil-A WinShape program, WinShape Homes. Google it. It's amazing. Gosh, I hope nobody from Chick-fil-A or WinShape listens to this podcast. Actually, I do. God bless you. So anyways, I ended up in a WinShape home when I was 15, I think, and graduated out of the system when I was 18. So this is when, so I went to college and I was like, all right, my dad and I hadn't seen each other. When I went into foster care, he was in jail for a really long time. So I like was born in Oregon originally. He moved back to Oregon when he got out of prison. I was like, all right, let's figure this out. So I went to Oregon like with this like deep wound, thinking that I was going to like figure things out. Honestly, like was just trying to like fill a void. And yeah, went to Oregon, and my dad was like still raging alcoholic, plus all of the crazy fun drugs they have out in Oregon. Mm-hmm. And so like within 2 or 3 days of being there, it was just like you haven't changed. Like, and also, and then like cracked while he was belligerently drunk, cracked open the conversation of like, and you've yet to take responsibility for anything in my childhood or for me, my siblings and I. And so like, so he like came at me, and it started by him taking his glass of whiskey and pouring it on my face. And like he like, but he was so drunk, he tried to come at me. And I'm not like, the last time he was in a physical altercation, it's kind of like when I was younger, my sister is 2 years older than me. And so by the time I was 12, like there was this weird moment where she like had this realization that she wasn't bigger than me anymore and couldn't physically dominate me. And so like that was kind of that moment with my dad. And like I picked him up, threw him on the ground. Like we didn't like, you know, start boxing each other. I literally just like, and he was drunk. So I like picked him up, slammed him on the ground hard. And he was like, oh, and I was like, and I stood over him and I was like, never again. And anyways, then called my grandparents and went and stayed with them for the rest of the trip.
Jeez.
Wow. That really is insane, dude.
So, and but then because I still had a really messed up deep childhood wound, the next summer I went back and then got another physical altercation with him. And that time we did tussle a bit. And that was because he was, anyways.
Who won?
Need anything more?
History is written by...
So I'm a pretty angry person on the inside.
when you left that altercation though, the second time, what's the story with your dad?
So like, honestly, man, so I'm 27 now.
Yeah.
So like the second time I went back, I was 21. Actually, there was a year gap between, so it wasn't the next summer. And like he came to Georgia and visited me, and I have younger siblings who are like a decade younger than I am, like, and he's still trying to, you know, have a relationship with them. Long story short, man, like he, you know, he's done stints in and out of jail. Like last year he was in prison in Dallas for like a number of months. Yeah. Got like his jaw broken in a fight with cops. It's like, but the word on the street and the family is that he's cleaned up his act, but I've heard that story many, many times. And so shoot a prayer up for El Poppy.
Wow,
That was
dude.
dark. That was really heavy.
No,
You guys okay? I'm
It's
okay.
definitely one of those things where nobody here can relate at all.
Oh, dude, I understand. One time I had a turtle that died, and
It's really hard.
yeah,
I can't, like, when I think about it, because I didn't know the relationship with your dad
Yeah.
like, at that extent, but I've heard that you've had like a rough childhood,
yeah.
and I've had the opposite of a rough childhood. So, but I
So what's your excuse, bro?
there is no excuse. I'm scared of the dark, you know. That's what came out of it.
Oof.
What was that?
It was an interface.
Whoa.
Is that I'm a big softy and a weenie. That's what came out of
Gotcha.
it. Am I right, John?
I think you're
Essentially,
right.
that's what came out of it.
Yeah.
But
I have
No,
issues with vulnerability now, so.
Do you?
To be honest, I think there's a difference between transparency and vulnerability. I'm like extremely transparent, but I think vulnerability really actually means like the definition of the word vulnerability, like at its core, means the ability to be wounded. So like I think you can be really transparent without giving somebody leverage to a place where they could wound you. So there's few people like I think I'm truly like vulnerable with.
yeah, but that's okay, right? To do that, to pick and choose who you are vulnerable with.
I think so. I think like there's some validity to that. Like Jesus says, don't cast your pearls before swine.
Yeah,
And so I
yeah.
think like a lot of people constantly get wounded because they like place themselves in a vulnerable space.
Yeah.
So
I've always used that verse in the context of like, if you're wanting to do something cool and you have like a good idea, like don't cast it in front of you like your aunt who's like super negative.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I've always looked at that verse.
I always
like,
use-
I'm going to start doing real estate and I'm going to, I'm going to get my real estate license. And then my aunt's like, oh, you just graduate college and that's what you're going to do. And then I'm like, yeah.
all ants are swine.
My aunt is my swine.
I just use that verse to fat shame people.
Oh man. But yeah, you know, I'm a foster kid, so that's why I have Apple headphones.
Yeah. You don't have AirPods?
Yeah.
I do. But I don't know how to Bluetooth connect them to this Apollo interface.
Austin, you got a new song out.
Yes,
you just
sir.
released it on the 13th of August.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Was that strategic?
God knew.
God didn't know. Hey, but for real though, how does it feel? How does it feel getting that out? And then how does the response feel? Like, does it feel good?
No, man, dude, it feels really great releasing that song, especially because like I started writing that song like 6+ years ago. And
Really?
Well, I've been singing that song corporately for a while too. So my favorite part of releasing that song was like people who were like legitimately like texting me and like sharing the like was an integral part of like my early, you know, adult life, I guess. Because we had like a group for a college ministry early on that like got together, worship, did all that, and we were writing original songs and playing them. So anyways, that felt like the most rewarding part of it. And you know, I'm a digital marketer, so I've been pushing it real hard. But like, you know, the songs, like a couple of them were more on the corporate side, a couple of them were more like, you know, personal songs between me and God. It's a faith-based record, by the way, everybody.
So
Watch
there
out
was-
for that.
There's Austin Ludwig, who you are, releasing music now.
Yes.
That is the album coming out, and it's more of a faith-based record.
Yes.
But then there was Ludwig,
Yeah.
who you an artist before. So are you ditching Ludwig
Wow.
completely, or what's the change
Wow.
from there?
Put me on the spot. I was gonna
Yeah.
hold that one in the bank, but
Is that should I have kept that a secret? We don't
No,
have to.
no,
we-
it's fine.
Keep in mind, Austin, we can edit anything out.
public service announcement
Yeah,
for all of my fans.
Ludwig's dead.
Well, so Ludwig was a side pop project that kind of started early on. That was like the reason Spencer and I actually got connected and became friends. Ludwig project was kind of like a creative itch for like these pop secular songs that I wanted to do. And so we like kind of started it out. We did an EP, went out to LA and like did it all there, and just started cranking out songs. And then really because the pandemic happened, we just started like making more singles. Like I didn't really have a whole lot of vision or direction for that, but it was actually kind of the guinea pig project for a lot of things. Number one being like just me figuring out what I want to do musically. Number two, the back door of the industry world. Like it was like I trial and errored every like marketing thing you can do when it comes to like being an independent artist on the Ludwig project. Yeah. And then also I feel like that project was like 100% my journey, basically shadowing Spencer for like a year and a half, learning all that is production. I still obviously like am in that journey, as you can always get better, but like that was like super integral part. But it was basically a pandemic project. It's been a freaking long journey to get this album out. So it feels really good, but I feel like it's great timing because like now I like manage and do a bunch of stuff for artists and people and influencers and those type of personas across the digital world. And I feel like I've got tools equipped to actually like release my music, not into oblivion.
That's how I feel, because I'm sending it into the void of YouTube, just a complete black hole.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's listening, except Russian bots on Pandora.
Dude,
exactly.
I don't know though. You could have an authentic, organic, like Russian situation happening. You have that fair Russian skin.
Dude, you're right. You're right. I do favor on the Russian. In a good way, yeah. I do lean towards the Russian. I don't know what I am.
Hand movement
Yeah,
while you're talking about your Russian fans. Just keep your hands.
You know that Russians.
Listen, all you Russian fans.
Oh man.
Okay. All right.
Hitler ruined waving for a long.
He did.
Like everybody.
Okay. I'll do less that.
You have to just
I'll
be
do
like,
less that, more this.
Hi.
Or just do this.
I honestly forgot my complete train of thought after the Nazi wave.
So we met each other.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was sending it into the void of YouTube. So you probably felt the same way and encountered something that you were like, I need to start marketing myself somehow.
Yeah.
How do I do that? And you started doing it and you just became good at it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, I dug into it before I released my first single, but it was still just like when you're an independent artist releasing music for the first time ever, it's a lot to really learn like the distribution side, like all of the silly things with like publishing and getting your aggregator and your administrator for all of those things set up, which is silly because chances are you're not going to make money, but you're like focusing on making sure that in case you do, you can get that collected correctly. Yep. But basically after the first song we released, which was Dust, I kind of did that. I was just like, hey, everybody, like on my socials, at the time had maybe a couple thousand followers. I think honestly, if I'm being totally transparent, like every artist, I had this deep thing in my gut that was this naivety that maybe it was even some weird narcissistic thing that thinks that like, no, but this could actually blow up. It's like playing the lottery. Like almost every time you release a song, there is this weird thing in the back of your head that's like, this could be it. This could be it, And
that's so true.
And like that is not 100% a fallacy. However, it is every day that we are alive from the present moment, it gets more and more unlikely considering how saturated the world of digital content is. Mm-hmm. So I had the wake up moment where I was like, I'm not the best artist in the world. These are not the best songs. I'm not an incredible pop artist. These are not radio friendly. No label is going to come across my screen and be like, hey buddy, like we want to sign you a deal. So after the first song, I was like, all right, I'm going to figure this out for myself. Wow. So I just like started hustling, did the classic Enneagram 8 moves and started researching a bunch. And from there, it was honestly just a process of trial and error. And then probably like the third single in, which I think was Clarity, I got into the advertising space of learning how to like run Facebook ads, Google ads in the actual advertising world, and started studying it, invested in courses, and then through trial and error over the next year, just started to like learn that space. And then also all the other layers of just like effectively like what does work, what doesn't work with networking, and like learning how the playlisting world works. Cause there's like a lot of BS. And the sad thing is that like a lot of independent artists are getting taken advantage of right now. There's a lot of people making money off of like getting independent artists vanity metrics, but not true engagement and building fan bases that they can monetize. Because it's the difference. You can have 300,000 monthly listeners, but like not be legitimate, or you can have 30,000 monthly listeners that are actually streaming your music significantly more than the 300,000 monthly listeners. And those are real people. You can monetize them through, like, you can actually go on tour, you can sell them merch, you can, like they're actually streaming your songs every single day, and you'll see an artist with 30,000 compared to 300K on a monthly basis, like make more money because those are true fans who are streaming the songs. So anyways, it's a super complex world, but then that opened up like working with other influencers and social media world, diving into that. And then now working with businesses, e-commerce brands, all of that. Anyways.
Go ahead.
No, John, go ahead.
So did you notice like a real statistical difference when you started doing Google and Facebook ads and all of that?
Yes.
Like you said, you released those singles and then you started researching it and then applying it.
So like, I would say like the retention rate is the biggest thing. Like, because I think you can, at the end of the day, if you have money and you're willing to spend money, you can get people in front of your music, and you can create this spike in the vanity metrics of like the streaming world, the engagement world, all of that. There's people who pay for bot streaming like all the time, like people in Russia. Sorry, Russians.
You guys are great.
You're worth more than that. On another note, there really are like the global audience. That's another thing with digital marketing, is like it's legitimate. Like there are literally people in Russia who are bilingual who may love your content. So like as we joke about it, like those people listening on Pandora may love your music. Like right now, like Brazil, right now with my Worship single that's out, they love it. They're literally sending me like messages in English being like, bro, this song, like, fluent English, like they're bilingual, but like, but I never expected. And honestly, it's because a couple of like big Brazilian playlists just like heard the song, decided to pick it up, maybe Shazammed it. I don't know. Anyways, so yes, like organically, I would say like you'll see other things parallel. You'll see followers happen on your streaming platforms. If it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all of that. You'll see retention as well. So like with digital marketing, like if you're running ads for a song and you're promoting it well, you also have to be good at what you're doing. You can't just like throw something on autopilot and expect it to work for you. You have to figure out how to target and customize your audience, because the goal is to get it in front of people who are actually going to be into your content. So you create these targeted audiences. And so basically, like once you can nail that, it kind of works for itself. You can kind of let it run, you babysit it. But really what happens is you're able to like, at that point, you should see where you're not increasing your ad spend, but your engagement and your views, streams, listens, those types of things are continuing to increase. So you should be seeing it up into the right model without increasing your output of money. And that's how you know it works and it's organic, because you're retaining people. It's like if I started a coffee shop and I spent $1,000 marketing the coffee shop every single month, but then every month I made more money from the last time, that means I'm retaining people that I spent to get them. And so like, that's like kind of like general marketing terms, like what is your customer acquisition cost? So how much does it cost you to get a customer? Are they a returning customer, et cetera, et cetera. And that's the thing with digital marketing. Like you have to view it as like there is like that foundational. John, you were in business school. That foundational.
Barely.
Hey, me too.
Wait, you were?
Really?
Yeah, dude. Come
Did you
on.
graduate?
Why'd you start
Georgia
a
State,
podcast?
baby. Managerial science. Get at me.
Did you graduate?
Yeah, dude.
I did not know that. I graduated
I could
too.
start a business if I wanted to. I don't want to.
Anybody
though.
can start a
Hey,
business.
the reality though is if you can get it past a certain point with subscribers of legitimate ones, podcasts are pretty monetizable.
That's what I'm trying to do here.
So
Pro health.
anyways,
nutrition.
I don't want to go on, y'all. This is maybe not exciting conversation, but digital marketing works. The beauty of what I do as well is it like it speaks for itself. Like I don't have to convince you that it's awesome. Like the data will speak for itself. And that's what makes it fun.
I think what's cool is you started out as, hey, I'm gonna be an artist. I'm putting my art out that I work hard on. I said hard on. I couldn't get that out of my head. But you had to take a moment and be like, you had to come to a hard realization, which I think maybe most artists don't do.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like in my bringing it back to me that I do. Like, I'm not the best drummer in the world. Yeah, sure. I'm a good drummer. In a good way, I'm a good drummer, but I can
You are a good drummer. I just want to say this on live television. Chase Lowe is not just a good drummer, he's a great drummer.
Thank you, Austin. But I'm trying to set myself apart from just being, in your words, a great drummer, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what else can I do? I had to come to a realization to was like, maybe I'm not going to be what I want to be, just being a good or great drummer.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying this. But then I come to a realization to where I'm just sending stuff into a void of YouTube. And then I'm like, what's that realization?
Well,
and then I come crawling to Austin, and then I'm like, help.
Yeah, I'm getting paid a lot of money to do this podcast.
I'm paying you right now.
Yeah. There's a bittersweet side to like the current climate of the digital world, and it's that it's very saturated, but it's also like it's the Wild West. It's any man or woman's game. Like you can truly like, if you can figure out how to get your content in front of an audience, then it speaks for itself what you need to do. Either it's excellent and you're retaining an audience, or it's a sobering moment. And that's something that I run into with people too as well when we start marketing their stuff, is I'm like, hey, these are the clicks, the conversions and everything that's happening. And like, we're not seeing that correlate to streams or views. Mm-hmm. And that means people are clicking off of it after 30 seconds. Yeah. Same for anything for YouTube or a song. And that's a really hard conversation to have. I have to be like, hey, we lost her, like it's like that kind of conversation with those people. But in the same time, it truly, like if we're willing with what we're creating to truly step into that sober place, I think that like it sets us up for true success if we're really trying to go that direction. And you can do it. You can have an audience. Like there's people who are making millions off of YouTube videos of the dumbest crap, like the dumbest, reaction videos. I hate people doing reaction videos. One of my biggest pet peeves. Like there's people making a living off of reaction videos. Yeah. But consistency is a big thing. It's the 3 C's. It's like, you want to create consistent content. You want to create captivating content that gets them initially because of the short attention span. These are my 3 C's of my digital marketing business. You want captivating, consistent, and like you want creative content. You want, anyway, so I'm not going to get into that. I'm saying like,
that's
entrepreneur.
Hey,
some Tony Robbins.
You're motivating me right now. And what I'm scared about what you're saying is the fact that we're going to start, because we haven't started yet officially, but we're going to start putting out my advertisements, and I'm going to hit that sobering moment. That's what I'm scared of. But I'm ready to face that because I'm in it to win it. And I'm going to do whatever it takes, even if it's firing John.
Yeah.
I'll do that on the spot. If people don't like John, you're done, dude.
We'll have to test it out.
Nobody loves me.
You're done, John. If the ratings come back bad and they're like, hey, we don't like John, then we're not going to do it.
Start my own thing and hire Austin.
That would be awesome if you guys were competing.
Yeah. It would probably do. I think we should do that.
My podcast will be called Friends in John Places.
Friends in GOEHRING places.
GOEHRING places.
Doesn't have a roll off the tongue. Let's do some questions from Instagram. Chloe_Benoe, big fan of the podcast. We love you, Chloe. She says, what's your favorite Sway Lee lyric? I don't know who Sway Lee is.
Wait, I know who Sway Lee is, but not enough to know a favorite lyric.
Is Sway in the Morning?
Yeah.
It is?
Yep.
Okay. I was wrong earlier. It was not a Christian rap artist.
Noah, who is Sway Lee?
He is a rapper.
Okay.
It's more like a
I also
host.
don't know much about it.
Wait.
But I do know
Yeah,
that
he's
Sway,
Spotify
like
in the
Sway
morning
in the
show.
morning.
Yeah.
Sway. Yeah, so Sway is hang on. Sway Lee. No. Sway Lee is not Sway in the morning.
Is it
Just
not?
a bunch of
Oh,
silly.
no.
Wow. It must.
Sway Lee, he sang on Sunflower with Post Malone. And I'm a sunflower.
All right, that's it.
What's your
That's the
favorite
only
lyric?
song I know by this
Sunflower.
by this Gen Z piece of trash. Okay,
on.
I'm sorry, I don't listen to Gen Z rap.
That is such a weird question.
This is
Okay.
Sway Lee right here.
But honestly, this is a really good song. I like his vibe. I like his voice. And after this, I'm probably gonna go listen to some of his music.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his picture right now. Like, I don't love how he looks. Like, he looks like he could be my daughter with tattoos.
Okay, so Sway Lee. Hey, John, what were you going to say?
Say no more.
That's
dumb.
just that question. I'm sorry. Chloe, what's her name?
Chloe _ Benoit. Keep in
Chloe
mind, we have
Benoit.
another question by her. So
Chloe, you're great. Thank you for the question. But that is a very difficult question to answer because no one knows. Like Sway Lee, I'm sure he's famous, but like it's not like a.
He's probably famous on TikTok.
yeah. So
I'm not on TikTok
Sunflower
yet.
was
It's not
a
like a
massive
wo-
song.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
So
John, I get
will
what you're
say that.
saying, but like, say like, what's your favorite Coldplay lyric, right?
I'm British and I'm singing a Coldplay song and I will try to fit you. My name's
Disrespectful,
Chris Martin and I'm a ambiguous guy. I am just a guy.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, John, we get it.
okay.
Chloe _ Benoit says, if you could rename the color orange, what would it be called? Would
I
you
think-
just, maybe I'm thinking like maybe just add a Y, orange. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I would go a different direction.
Yeah. Hey, Moses Dawes says, describe the feeling you felt. This is for your song New Creation, the video that you did. Describe the feeling you felt getting into the water with the suit on. Did it feel illegal?
Well, actually, we did it in Lake Allatoona. It felt okay, but there was a bunch of people watching, and that picture specifically, there was a lot of people just staring at me like I was a sociopath, and
Strangers?
yeah, strangers that were just splashing around.
10 people died there like this year.
Wait, I
At
think you're
Ackworth
thinking
Beach.
of Lake Lanier.
People love meth in Ackworth. No lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Every
Tidbit.
suburban town is like so proud of what drug comes out of there.
That is true.
Like everyone's like, yeah, we're known for heroin there. Like everybody, like
Dude,
we
I
have
remember-
a huge heroin problem. They made a documentary about
it
it.
is weird. How
I
they're
remember
proud of
Ronnie
that.
told me
Yeah.
that. She was like, oh, Alpharetta, we're definitely known for our cocaine. And I was like,
Yeah, because that's like the cool party drug. It's like, we have money, we do coke.
Yeah.
I remember the kids, like, never mind.
You know that I'm gonna have to edit that.
God
out.
is near.
you lived in Rome. You lived in Rome for a while. What was the drug in Rome?
Hey,
Rome meth. They love meth there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, this is
And other
perfect.
things too. Wink, wink.
Seth _ Rice says, would you ever move back to Rome, Georgia?
No. No. Too many, lots of dark memories there.
Yeah.
But also it's, it's not as good as other places that you can live. But I'll be honest, Rome is a solid, like, it's a bubble, but like, it's not as bad as like Cartersville.
What's one of the last things we want to talk about? Because we have 2 podcasts that we're gonna do.
I think like maybe touching on like maybe the Holocaust didn't happen.
Oh no. Well, it did happen, but just might not as many people as people said they were.
And maybe I know Coldplay wasn't a thing back then, but maybe their music affected the past.
Or maybe what the kind of spirit behind. Oh, that
Shit,
stuff.
sorry, I unplugged and replugged in the golf game. and now it's making
And
noises.
now it's freaking Arnold Palmer, whatever that guy.
You mean Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, why don't we just unplug that?
Thank you, Noah.
That guy looks so unathletic.
He's like 80 years old.
That dude just crushed freaking.
Yeah.
If there was no Coldplay, would the world be a better place? Would there be less terrorist
wow.
attacks?
Would there be less terrorist attacks?
I mean,
know what? Let's jump to some new TikToks that I have. Let's just run.
Did you say nude TikToks?
nude? Let's run to some of those naked TikToks that I have, and let's just enjoy those. Oh yeah, that's a new one. Let's do that. Austin.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been to? That was rude. Have you ever been to? Do you consider me like a female energy? Is that why you said that?
I meant to say yes, man.
Okay.
You know
more
that
like
movie? Isn't there a Yes Man movie?
yeah, it's with
Amanda
Jim
Bynes?
Carrey. Yes, man.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Yes
Literally,
Man.
he has
Yeah.
to say, "What is? Oh, she's the man" with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great
Okay,
movie.
honestly though, Austin, do you see me as female energy?
Why are you biting your lip like that?
When I'm sitting like this, do you see me as female energy? You do. You do.
No, I just saw
You do.
I saw your hairy leg poke out. Not that girls can't have hairy legs if they want. They can. It's just less attractive.
John, I know in my heart, like if we're gonna be completely honest on this podcast, I know you see me as female energy. I know it.
I think your voice is deeper than mine.
I know you don't see me as an alpha though. I know that you see.
That's different though.
I'm afraid of the
So
dark.
I don't equate like not being alpha to female energy because I want to empower women.
But you see me as female energy.
So you're saying female energy as if women are, as if that's inferior, and that's
true.
what's tripping me up here.
That's true. Yeah, I am bringing up a really controversial.
You're making it. Honestly, you're also making it out to be as if like you can't just be like in this moment. If you decided that you're a female,
which I will in this moment. I'm okay with doing that.
okay, well then what's your pronoun?
Hey, man.
Dude,
The
wait.
way I've just fist bumped too. Total.
Big shift.
Was that good? Or
It's a big shift from what you have fist.
So now that you have this female perspective, could you maybe share like, I don't know, maybe share some thoughts on Bill Gates, Coldplay,
yeah.
Russia? Because I don't think you get enough female perspective on this podcast. So
You're right. We only had one, and I feel like we kind of talked over her the whole time.
the bass playing
Don't
woman.
Let's just move past this. Let's move
Yeah,
past
because every time you have a female, it's like a wife. It's like John's wife or your wife, and it's kind of they're playing the
I know.
background.
I know it feels. I'm aware of it, and it feels strange. Noah, if you could, let's play that. Austin, what I was going to say is, I'm
Yes.
surprised you haven't been in rehab. Have you been in rehab?
No.
Okay, I'm surprised you haven't, based on the life that you've experienced.
Yeah. No.
But
honestly, that Amy Winehouse song really inspired me.
To not go into it.
Yeah.
So what I've heard though is rehab is pretty lit. So Noah, if you could play that first video, that'd be great.
You were my friend, carry me, like you were my brother.
No, if you could stop it real quick. It from what I'm seeing, it looks like a Michael Jackson impersonation in a rehab center, and they have like a full fog machine.
Yep.
No, if you could keep playing that, if you could.
Will you be
There's a lot of flannel going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of flavor. They look like they're having a really good time. That guy has his hands up. She's really enjoying it with the cowboy.
They all paid to go to rehab too. So like they've definitely paid for that.
Yeah, and they're getting their money's worth.
For sure. I
yeah.
mean,
Austin, do you have anything to say about John's future? Should we listen to that or
Tell
no?
me my future right now.
No, let's play it and then we'll see.
because I could, but yeah.
Noah, could you play John's future for us real quick? Like when I found that, that was my first thought. Is like that 100% is John.
Yeah. I don't know. Like when John is not young enough to be relevant for like the worship team.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna find himself in a Mexican restaurant,
Yeah.
having dyed his hair,
Yeah.
bought the product to spike it up,
Yeah.
and a crippling heroin addiction.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Any of those points.
It's the old guy thing,
But
that to spike your hair up though.
But is
You always
that
go to
not freedom?
the heroin addiction?
Well, okay, minus that part. But like, other than that, is that not more free than your corporate BS lawyer? Oh, what is he singing? Coldplay in his car? No, I'm going to Mexican restaurants, singing my freaking heart out, saying, let the bodies hit the floor. Meanwhile, we got our corporate BS lawyer, Drone, and he's singing, I'm trying to fix you. But he doesn't mean a single word of it. And I mean every gosh darn word of let the bodies hit the floor.
But the coolest part about this prophecy is that John ends up after this moment 5 years later in the rehab where they're all wearing flannel and they're dancing around the Michael Jackson impersonator.
Yeah.
That's your future. That's honestly as far as I can see into the future. That's where it stops. And honestly, to encourage you right now, bro, like I know that maybe you felt like you peaked this year.
Definitely
but
don't.
You've got a lot to look forward to.
Okay. I've always viewed myself as the best case scenario for my whole career, my whole life is
this is the
no. This is my best case scenario. I become great actor or something, and then I become washed up. And that's like, I feel like I could live out that vibe of a washed up actor really well. And like the only paparazzi pictures is me at like a Johnny's Pizza, like 30 pounds overweight, 70 years old, just burying my head in my hands. And like that, I feel like is
Dude,
my
spot on.
I feel like that's my vibe.
I'm thinking of Bam Margera right now. If you guys have kept up with him recently.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little too sad.
Bam.
Dude, that was super sad. Like he's
That's
literally
pretty
weeping
sad.
on like Instagram Live.
You know what I
Yeah.
think is a little more accurate is Chandler from Friends. Who's that guy?
Never heard of him, so I agree.
No, the guy from Friends who's Chandler.
I don't have any friends.
Who's
It's not Matthew Perry. That's,
Matthew Perry.
Is that Chandler?
Yes.
Matthew Perry's a great actor.
Tyler
Okay,
Perry
I'm just
is
saying-
a phenomenal actor. Have you guys seen Medea?
I've seen Medea Goes to Jail 1, 2 through 6.
And the ghost one? I didn't see the
Yeah,
ghost
Noah's
one.
got some Matthew Perry. Yeah, thank you, Noah.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me that's not John though. So like, imagine Matthew Perry as Chandler and Friends, like kind of like a hot, normal guy.
Thank you.
That's you. That's you. Then that's you, and like at 40 or 50.
I thought my wife had nice boobs.
Yeah.
John, you're gonna have great boobs.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot though. Is that really Matthew Perry now?
Yes, John.
Wait, who's Matthew Perry? What was he? What? Oh, now I see.
Now you
Okay.
got it. Yeah,
Here's
yeah,
the thing. I'm either going to end up like that or I'm going to do the complete opposite and have a major glow up.
No, John.
But there's no in between.
You
I'm
know,
either going to be the hottest man alive or the
No, let me say this.
Like a
Either-
Josh Brolin glow up, like an old man, like, wow, you really, or like Tony Stark. Wait, what's his name?
Robert Downey Jr.
What?
Another
Robert.
rehab guy.
Yeah,
Either-
he had a great bounce back.
Either way,
did.
you're gonna have great tits. For sure.
I'm down. What can I say?
When you said washed up celebrity, this is not what I thought of. I thought of this.
No, what did you think?
Hit me with it because I'm struggling to think of some good ones.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Cigarette.
yeah.
No, okay,
guy
this
right
one. And then
That's the
look
meme.
up Vin Diesel boat.
Oh god.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is also the vibe. Okay, the Ben Affleck one, that's best case scenario. But this is most likely.
This guy right here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's most likely.
Can we blow
me.
this
know
up? Can we do a full image situation?
Can we get that?
Oh,
Why
gross.
is he holding it like he's like in his third trimester?
Yeah.
He's like,
Noah.
Okay, earlier when I said I'm not attracted to pregnant women, I retract my
okay,
statement.
he has that glow.
Yeah, he does.
That's just a lot of the same
Noah,
color.
can you please go on YouTube and type in Vin Diesel interview?
Oh, I hate you, Chase.
Noah, do you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
Gosh.
This is gonna be worth it, and this is what we're gonna end.
I've
on.
never made it through this whole video.
We're gonna end it on this. You know which one I'm talking about.
How long is it?
This is it, right?
Yeah. This is probably not the whole thing, but
First one. and God, you're so beautiful. God, she's so beautiful, man. Am I right or wrong? Look at her. How am I supposed to do this interview? Look at this woman.
Tell me your story.
She's so beautiful. Go on,
I'm sorry, I'm reading the subtitles as if I can understand that language.
Let's get out of here. Let's go.
I literally, like, it took me a good 20 seconds to realize that's not
Just
English.
seeing the XXX logo behind this whole interaction is amazing.
I love that it says XXX and this feels like the beginning of a porno.
It does. It does.
I've never watched porn though.
None of us have.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Noah, go ahead.
My God, I love her. Look how beautiful she is.
Thank you.
God, wow. Man.
So, Tom Hanks?
Wow.
She just say Tom.
No, can you stop it?
She just said Tom Hanks.
I don't get it.
American actor.
Why did she say Tom Hanks? Okay,
I think that was maybe one of her questions,
So-
like working with Tom Hanks.
And
she was like,
I
please,
don't
can
know
we
if
do an
Vin Diesel
interview?
has ever worked with Tom Hanks.
All right, Noah, let's finish this video.
You're a nerd like me. You love Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm anything like you because I love you.
What?
I'm anything like you because I love you. Guys, really, look how beautiful she is. You guys think it's a joke. How am I
guys think
supposed to sit over here when
he got her number?
such beauty?
No.
Come on, guys. She's so beautiful. I'm in love. I'm in love with the interview.
So you play Dungeons and Dragons.
I played Dungeons and Dragons.
So I brought you.
I did say I'm pretty good.
Did you? Eu sou o Groot.
It's so good.
Eu sou o Groot.
My favorite part.
Eu.
I love her. Man, she's... It's not, I can't do this interview. Look at her.
Eu sou o Groot.
Does anyone say this? Guys, what's wrong? Am I the only one that's saying it? Look at her.
Is he holding an
She's
iPad?
so beautiful. It's like you can't even do an interview with her because you're just like da 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 da.
Oh, that's
Right or
crazy.
wrong? Oh my God! Guys, someone save me! When did this turn into Beautiful World? When did this turn
Beautiful
into
No, it can
World?
sound- When did this turn into Beautiful World?
I'm gonna start saying that. He's giving off big 6th grade energy right now.
Yeah, you're right.
That is horrible. That made my whole body tense up.
Dude, that was cringy, right? Especially when he like waltzed towards her.
On his knees.
He thought, like, you knew he thought something else was gonna happen. Like she was gonna like play back, but he just like
she was like, look at her face right now. She looks like she's just like.
that.
All right, let's play the rest of it.
Then
real
you're
quick.
better than that, man. You're better.
When did this turn into I love you?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
When did this turn into Beautiful World?
What did this turn into? I love you. Thank you so much.
Ooh.
God,
All right,
man.
John. So is that you or what?
Yeah, that's me. I mean, I can't argue with it.
That's
I
your
mean,
peak.
That's John spitting game on his wife when he gets home from a long day.
when
He's
did
like,
this turn into Beautiful World?
Alyssa. Wait, sorry.
Were you doing karaoke again?
Were you doing?
What did this turn into? I love you. Okay, thank you.
That's good. Hey, that's a good place to wrap up. We got 2 podcasts to get in.
No, I'll tell
This
you
is
a
gonna
good
be
place
great.
to wrap up.
Okay. All right. I'll give you the reins, huh? Austin, you got the reins.
A good place to wrap up is when your wife is ovulating and you're not ready to have children because you're still walking through your own childhood wounds and you're kind of afraid to impregnate your wife. And so, I don't know, like you're always like, hey, are you ovulating right now? Like any moment it gets heated, you know, you're married, it's good, you're a born again virgin, like it's awesome. And you're like, babe, hey, I know we're in a hot and spicy situation right now, but literally every time I just like kill the vibe and I'm like, hey, are you ovulating right now? And she's like, I don't know, let me check my Flow app. So she does, but they're stingy little creeps. And so she goes to her Flow app to check her schedule, her situation, her schedule to see if she's ovulating because we track it.
Yeah.
And of course, these advertisements start popping up, and we're just trying to quickly check out the situation, right? But we can't because there's these ads. But we push beyond it. Turns out she is ovulating, so we decide It's time to wrap
This
up.
just sounds a whole lot like a guy who doesn't have sex and he's not willing to prove that he has sex.
Whoa.
That's what I'm trying
I'm
to
just trying to say
say.
I wrap up, so I have no kids, so I cannot prove anything.
You can't prove a single thing. So you guys are all virgins and I'm cool.
I'm not afraid to talk about this right now because I'm married. And
I'm not afraid to talk about this because I have a kid and I can prove it.
Everybody's cool with this going on the podcast.
I'm cool with that.
I'm married. Honestly, if anybody comes at me for this, then they're gonna lose in a lawsuit.
All
You've said you're
saying is
married so many times that I'm starting to doubt you.
The only person that's going to come after me for this is my wife.
My wife will definitely come after me for this, but she'll also like giggle through the pain.
My wife always comes after me. Am I right, fellas?
Nag, 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 nag. That's all she does.
That's not what I meant.
John, that's a great
do a
place to
sign
end
off.
it on. Thank you so much for taking that upon yourself to end it on nag, 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 nag.
Nag, 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 nag. That's all she does. You want to do it again?
I think we're good. That's a good place to end. Hey,
I feel like we should maybe end before that.
I didn't mean to take the reins there. Like,
no, you did. You did. I think that was good. I was trying to pull them back from you.
I saw you.
Yeah, I was trying to be like, give me that. Like, you're going in a weird
Yeah,
direction.
you went in a real weird place.
But I thought it was good though.
I just wish that there was an app that could track my wife's ovulation schedule without trying to make money at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Or just like a tracking for ovulation, but for guys. Like it had like cool guy things you could be into on it.
Like it had the color blue.
Yeah, the color blue. And like games, like mini clip games, armorgames.com on it. Something like that.
Just
I don't know.
freaking
Just
World of
spitballing.
Warcraft ads pop up and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have sex anymore. I gotta go play WoW.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Sweet.
We're done.
I wish I could play applause, but I can't.